there, everybody. Welcome to Outdoors with this guy. This is my very first video. We're going to cut some firewood today. On this channel, you'll see anything from cutting firewood. As spring progresses here in mid-Missouri, we'll start mowing some grass, just all kinds of stuff outdoors. We'll do some hunting, we'll do some fishing, but there is going to be a lot of firewood videos. Me and my family, we own a small business here in mid-Missouri. It's called L&R Construction. It's named after our two boys, Landon and Ryder. We do a lot of concrete, excavation type work. Anything we can get done basically with a skid steer loader, mini excavator. We have a little dump trailer, got a job trailer full of tools, so we may video some of the job sites and stuff, but probably not a whole lot. This channel is mainly just going to be about hanging out with me in the outdoors, what I like to do in the outdoors, which is, like I said, is a lot of firewood. That's one of my favorite hobbies, hunting, fishing, food plots, maybe a little outdoor cooking here and there. But yeah, that's kind of what this channel is going to be about. But today we brought the side-by-side out here in the woods, and we found this area mushroom hunting last year, which there will be a lot of mushroom hunting videos, I'm sure, on this channel. That's one of my favorite things to do, and that's just right around the corner here. But in this area, there's a lot of dead elm trees. There's a few dead cherry trees here, some pin oak trees that are dead in here and stuff. But there is, like I said, a lot of dead elm trees in here, which is why it's pretty good mushroom hunting as well. If you like this kind of stuff, hang around and spend the afternoon cutting some wood with this guy. Alright, well, what you just saw me pull that tree out of there with was my 2017 model Kawasaki Mule 4x4. This is the Kawasaki Mule SX XC, stands for extra clearance. This is the camouflage edition. Man, I love this thing. As you just saw, it'll pull trees out. It'll go through the mud, climb hills. I mean, I just love this thing. It's a little powerhouse. It really is. But alright, well, let's get to cutting some of this wood up here. I'm going to buck up this bigger section of the butt end of this log using my LogOx 3-in-1 forestry tool. I love that thing. Got it for Christmas this year and haven't went out to cut wood without that thing yet. And we'll use it down through here some, I'm sure. And then as we get to the smaller end of this tree, I got a little jig I built here on the back of my little side-by-side here, my Kawasaki Mule. You just set the trees on there and kind of jam them into those teeth and hold your log up off the ground, keeps your chain out of the dirt. That's the main thing I love about using the LogOx. And but on the smaller stuff, your limb wood and towards the top ends of the tree, it's even with the LogOx, it's hard to keep your chain out of the dirt, so I like to use this thing. What we're going to be cutting up with is the Husqvarna 450. I'm running an 18-inch bar on this saw, and it's a pretty good little saw. I cut a lot of wood with it. Back there towards the front of the bed, I've got my Husqvarna 445. That's kind of what got me started on the Husqvarna chainsaws when I bought that saw. And one day the sprocket went bad on it, and just as I got out in the woods to cut wood, so I ran down to my dealer and I picked up this 450 they had there. I would like to have a little bigger saw, but for right now these are getting fine. Okay, we're going to use this little homemade jig I've got here on the back of my side-by-side. We're going to cut up some of this smaller little, what I call limb wood. It was up towards the top of that little cherry tree there. We're going to use the Husqvarna 445 for this, and I got this little homemade, I don't know what you call it, measuring device, piece of plumber's strapping here. I cut it 16 inches in length, bent the end of it up there, and then you just take your nut off there, put that on, and put your nut back on. Holds it on there. It works pretty good. I use it instead of the Mingo marker when I'm using this jig, just because when the log's in the jig, there's not enough room to get the Mingo marker at the top of the log right there. So I use this little homemade deal. It's kind of time consuming to put it on and take it off, but I've got a AccuMark stick coming in the mail. It's supposed to be here tomorrow. We'll give that a shot. It's just got the magnet on the end, magnetizes on your bar. Put it on, take it off real quick and easy. So like I said, that's coming in the mail tomorrow. We'll use that in some upcoming videos, and I'll do a better video of using this jig. We've got a pile of some smaller limb wood type stuff. I'll pull up next to it one of these days, and I'll just do probably a whole video of cutting up some of that smaller limb wood with this homemade jig. Well, I think that's going to wrap up this video. The battery on my camera is dying already, so apparently I didn't have it charged up all the way or something. But we got this whole cherry tree here all cut up, and let me know down in the comments below what you guys thought of the video, if you enjoyed it, if you'd like to see some more of this homemade jig on the back of the side-by-side. I do have a pile of some limb wood I need to get cut up with it, so if you would be interested in watching a video on that, let me know and I'll get one made out. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for my first video on outdoors with this guy. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think, and I guess we'll see you in the next one. Take care. Thanks.